This is Jonathan Agarfield for Pro Boxing Fans up here in Leeds to announce the March 26th show headlined by Josh Warrington and Kiko Martinez. On the bill, of course, it's a Leeds fight. It had to be Ebanie Bridges.
Yes.
Back home?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, back home. Pumped. I'm so excited I got in this card. I really didn't think I'd be fighting in Leeds again so soon, to be honest. And to be fighting for a world title in my, pretty much my adopted city, incredible. I'm pumped.
Let's go back to last year. Real breakout year for you. 3 fights, 3 big occasions. Did you feel like you really established yourself last year?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think obviously the Courtenay fight was a statement fight. Even to get the win, I think people were actually, okay, well, this chick's for real, you know what I mean? And then obviously the statement fight, I think the stoppage of Beck, and the Gangle fight, fighting through with that, hand injury, and that was a tough fight. But again, like they're all been great fights, and excited to be back. This year's going to be even bigger. That was just like the beginning.
Did you feel like you needed, obviously you're fighting in a world title fight against Cecilia Roman for the IBF title, Bantamweight. Did you feel like you needed that kind of step up at this stage of your career?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look, I'm not here to fuck around. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to keep taking I fought for a world title 3 fights ago. Do you know what I mean? I don't need to keep fighting for these little... I'm not 21, 22 and can, like, pad my career and have all these, like, I'm 35, like, I just want to have good fights. I've had exciting fights and I want to challenge myself, Of course I want to win. I want to be a world champion. That's the goal. But realistically, I just want to have good fights. I'm not scared to take a challenge because I might lose or anything like that. So, bring it on. The harder, the better.
What was the atmosphere like for you in your last fight in Headingley Stadium?
Well, to be honest, that fight, it only got announced to the fans 5 days before the fight, and I was first on the bill. So, I mean, it was amazing. I walked out, they're all chanting for me, it was amazing to have that kind of reception with knowing I only had 5 days notice and, being so early in the card. This fight, the fans have plenty of notice, so I'm hoping that they can come from all around the country and really support me, and I'm really looking forward to that because it just gives me so much fucking energy, man, with the fans. And I've heard about Leeds Arena and the atmosphere there, so I am like just pumped.
You've really built a fan base in the UK, especially in Leeds.
Yeah.
How do you think you've done that, and what does it mean to you to see them getting behind you like this?
Yeah, you know what? I've done it because I'm just myself and I'm real, you know what I mean? And I suppose I'm blessed that my character and who I am is something that the fans can relate to, and I'm relatable, and I show my love and appreciation to the fans because genuinely, 100%, if it wasn't for the fans, I wouldn't be here, They've been my promoters for the last 2 years, and they keep promoting me and they keep shouting my name and supporting me, and I love to give back. So, I think it's that kind of attitude that I have that really helps with the fans, and you show love and you get love back. So,
what did you learn from your first world title shot heading into this one that you'll take into it?
That I shouldn't travel between 3 countries in 3 weeks. I'm doing my full camp here, which is going to be good for me. I don't have to adjust to 3 different time zones, in such a short period. I thought I did well in that fight, to be honest. No matter what, every fight, every training session, every day, every month, I'm learning more and more. So, every fight's setting me up, so yeah.
Your hand obviously is recovered, we can tell that now, but how long does that recovery process take?
I mean, it only just started to feel better kind of like last week, so I seen a lot of specialists, some surgeons and stuff, and I ended up being recommended an injection and cortisone, so that's actually helped it a lot, and it feels good, and hopefully, it gets me through my camp into the fight, but yeah, it feels strong, and I'm happy that it's, recovering.
I've seen you training with Mark Tibbs, is that a permanent thing?
Well, we'll see, it's definitely permanent for this camp, I'm really liking it down there with all the boys, we've got Johnny Fisher and Johnny Hedges in that gym. Is a great stable. We've got obviously Mark Tibbs and his dad Jimmy Tibbs always looking on by and giving me tips and pointers as well, so it's great, there's a lot of history there, and I'm learning and we're getting along really well, so I'm excited to see how we go in this fight.
And you look at like the bantamweight division, you've got yourself, you've got Jamie Mitchell now, there's some big fights out there for you as well after this.
Yeah, there's always been big fights in the bantamweight division. division. You know, it's a hot division. I think me and Courtney obviously spiced it up, and I think it's only going to get better. Everyone wants to be in the bantamweight. But yeah, look, it's great. You know, focused on this fight, winning this fight, and then from there, you know, God willing, I have the belt, and then we go on from there. You know, defenses or unifications.
Obviously, you know, you and Courtney had a brilliant fight back in April. Everyone tuned in. Everyone got behind the build-up.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a belt anymore, but is it good to kind of have that rivalry still going on in the background, whether it's your next fight or not?
Yeah, definitely. You know, like, it's one of the reasons, you know, like, I mean, I could probably make up with Jack Shannon, you know, and like swallow it a little bit, but you need that rivalry, man. Like, you know, because that fight is going to happen no matter what. Like, for me, it has to happen, you know, whether it be with a belt or without a belt, it doesn't matter. It's a fight that I definitely want to do, you know, again, for the fans, and just, you know, for me, you know, I just think it's a great fight. But yeah, I'm just, you know, I'm focused on the fight that's in front of me, and Shannon will always be there in the background, you know, so because it's just such a great fight. But yeah, you know, there's a lot of other champions in front. If I get this belt, she's not a champion, so, you know, I'm going after the champions first to unify.
Massive fight announced yesterday, Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. What do you make of it? A huge fight.
Yeah, huge fight. You know, that's a pinnacle of women's boxing there. Two great champions. You know, Serrano's been around forever, and, you know, seven weight division champion. You know, you got Katie Taylor, who's just like sweep the floor with her division as well. I think this is a fight for both women who need this win to really solidify them as the best. You know, because it's always questionable about, you know, Katie, who she fought, and Serrano, who she fought, but these guys now, they're fighting each other. So I just feel like it's really the top of the top, and whoever wins can really call themselves, you know, the best pound for pound.
Two quick fights and I'll let you go. Amir against Kell Brook finally happens February 19th. How do you see it going?
I see Kell Brook getting that fight. You know, I don't want to say typical, you know, Amir Khan and his jaw and stuff like that, but, you know, I just see that Kell Brook can win that fight. And what's the other one?
And the final one is we expect Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte to finally get reached today. What do you think of the fight?
Oh man, yeah. Look. I mean, if it happens, look, Fury's going to be hard to hit, you know, and Whyte's got to be very strategic with that. But I know he's full of fucking anger, and he just wants war, and he wants to fucking take Fury's head off. So I mean, it's going to be an exciting fight. I feel like, you know, Dillian's always in exciting fights. He's rough, he's rugged, and he's powerful. But I think that Fury probably gets that fight. But hey, you never know. He's with a new team, Dillian, and I'd like to see what that's like.
March 26th, don't miss it. The Blonde Bomber fights for the world title again. Any last message to your fans out there?
Yeah, and the new. Guys, you know, obviously I love my fans. You know that, you know, you guys mean the world to me, and you keep pushing my name and promoting me, and I'm hoping to bring that belt back and win it for everyone.
Thanks, Ebanie. Appreciate it.